Lindsay with LL Cool Games, and I'm back again to talk about Amiibo more. We're gonna talk more Amiibo, more. Yeah. Today we're gonna do Mario Party 10, which is super exciting because it kind of starts the whole like branching out of the Amiibo, and they're not just for Smash anymore. And I know it was a big deal when the Toys to Life came out for Smash. It was the first time, right, that there was like actually legitimate, like, I don't even know, like toys, right, licensed things that were available for the Smash franchise. But now we're kind of stepping away from that. We're hitting hard again with the actual, right, Nintendo, the origin, the face that you see when you think of Nintendo is Mario. So for Mario Party 10, okay. So this comes out mid-March 2015. And I actually, while digging through my Amiibo, I found a receipt from Walmart for a couple Amiibo, 2 or 3, and for a game. And I'm like, shoot, where is this game? So dug around, perfect, still in the wrapper game that probably got put in the box with the other Amiibo, and it's just sitting in there. I don't even know, of course we have a used copy somewhere that we've been playing all this time, but here's a gorgeous original copy. So the game released with these 6 Amiibo: Mario, Bowser, Toad, Yoshi, Peach, and Luigi. Like, duh, right? These are gonna be the guys, especially since this game is kind of Bowser focused. Like, it's kind of interesting that they released Bowser with it, but it's not, because it makes sense. The way that this game specifically, again, leans into the Wii U and the gamepad play, where you can play a Bowser party, where somebody can play as Bowser, right? And like set up the spots on the game board and do like the tricky things that make Mario Party fun, honestly. You get to control those things, and you get to play as 5 people, which is so much fun. It's so silly that adding one more person to a game made such a big deal, but it really did. So this is the Amiibo. This is the family of Amiibo that originally came out. They're gonna be more, right, Waluigi, Wario, there is a Rosalina that even comes out, that are all compatible. Okay, so they are the Amiibo made for this game that they play. They both read and write in this game. Okay, so this adorable little, right, standard Mario scans in. You can save things, you can scan in other Amiibo, you earn points or whatever, and those all can save and write to that Amiibo. Cool, great. This also appears as Mario in-game, which is awesome, but you can also use this Mario to appear as Mario in the game. But it's only a play like piece. You can't read and write to this. Smash gets trickier. You can read and write to this, which is part of how they originally were selling the Mario Party, right? Get yourself a Smash Amiibo, and then it's cross-play, right? I can use this. I don't have to have this one. But in order to play this in Mario Party, I have to delete, right? I lose my Smash experience, right? This is no longer a figure player on my Smash game. I have to turn it into, right, data-wise, it turns it into a Mario Party Amiibo. It's crazy. Plus, it doesn't look like this. It'll look like this in the game. This guy is almost like a Mario skin, right? Instead of looking like that Mario, he'll be gold. Kind of cool. These are later Amiibo that came out. Cat Mario, super late, came out right with Bowser's Fury. Married Mario is what they call him in my house. Tuxedo Mario, right? A skin from Mario Odyssey. Came out super late. Also scans. You also can use it to play, which is a really cool that you can do that. But it doesn't save. It doesn't keep the tokens and things that you get for playing the game. So it's kind of an interesting, decide what you want to do with your Amiibo. Plus, any other Amiibo can scan in. And this is where you get into that, what do Amiibo do for me? So it's not character specific, okay? If I have a Smash Amiibo that's not a playable character, so like I can see Jigglypuff over there because that's the next wave 4 that comes out for Smash. If I scan Jigglypuff, I can't play as Jigglypuff in this game, right? I can't. But what I can do is get tokens or power-ups or different things that are available for the characters that I do have, that I do play in the game that I'm actively playing. Does that make sense? Like, they were trying so hard to make the toys meaningful. And then there's people like me who, as a collector, I just want cool, right, nice Nintendo toys to have and to display and to arrange and to enjoy. So Mario Party kind of started that step away from Smash. It doesn't make the toys less useful or less collectible or anything. It actually makes it even more. As we're growing the interactivity of the different toys through the different franchises, it gets really interesting. And what happens too is then these toys in Smash, I'm gonna turn it a little bit so they're showing up a little bit better. These guys in Smash do stuff. They do unlock things. I know Toad is a spirit unlock, so he does give a character specific, right? I scan the Toad, he gives me the Toad spirit. Some of them, I guess I don't know off the top of my head which ones. Some of them you scan and it gives you a non-character specific, right? A non-Amiibo specific power-up or item or something, which is cool. The fact that they let you cross-use Amiibo that don't necessarily even have anything to do with the game, but I still can get something out of it. So my best example of this, because the Smash thing is really cool, but the thing that it got used constantly for at my house is when Breath of the Wild came out and we had some Amiibo around, right? My boys were old enough that I was comfortable with them having access to the Amiibo. They would daily sit there and, right, launch Breath of the Wild and just sit there and scan. I think you scan a dozen Amiibo a day and it just drops a chest out of the sky and you randomly get stuff. But what we found over time is it's loosely related. So anytime you scan a Splatoon Amiibo, you get fish. And it would crack the kids up every time. They're like, oh, it's fish, because it's Splatoon. So, you know, there's no guaranteeing what you're gonna get unless it's an Amiibo specifically made for that game, right? As far as I know, scanning in other Amiibo into Mario Party 10, you get tokens, right? Their little like lottery game thing. You get power-ups and so on for the games that you're playing, but there's no guarantee what you're gonna get because it's a random Amiibo scan, right? The scanner isn't recognizing it as character specific. It's not recognizing it as a figure player like it does in Smash. Does that make sense? The Amiibo stuff is super straightforward, but it's not, right? Like as you kind of chew on things and get into the information more, it's extremely diverse, and the creativity that went into making these toys and getting them out and making them accessible and useful to the Nintendo gamers that were collecting these is super fun. Honestly, that's really all I have about the Mario. As new waves start to come out, I am going to still kind of separate, right? Like this is Smash and this is Splatoon and this is the Mario Party. I'll let you know where things are coming from. Plus, remember the Super Mario, the Mario Party has this checkered base with the red, which is pretty cool, and it carries all the way through for all the Super Mario specific Amiibo. So I guess until next time, I'm still researching and getting ready for my next big wave 4. Yeah, spring and summer 2015 for Amiibo was huge. So until next time, get ready and thanks for playing.